Now, an Oxford University student, Andy Eastwood, takes his music exams next week. He'll be forsaking Strauss and Beethoven in favour of Formby.
There'll be no violins or pianos. Instead, he'll be playing a ukulele and singing the songs of George Formby.
I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street.
Who'd have thought it stuffy old Oxford University allowing George Formby songs in the exam room? Andy Eastwood, a new college student, has convinced the university examiners that he'll be better singing and playing on the uke than performing a violin sonata for his degree.
No one plays jazz at the finals or popular music, so I was a little bit worried that they might not approve of it, but they had no problem with it at all.
Andy's been playing the uke since he was 10 years old. It's only one of many instruments he plays, and he's even conducted his college orchestra. But the uke is closest to his heart, and so is George Formby.
People don't realise how difficult his playing was. You know, he played it down and made it look easy, which is a very important part of it. But it's not easy at all, and he was a real maestro.
We come from monkeys, yes, alas. Some say we've reached a lower class, but each time I look in the glass, they can't fool me.
Andy's got the perfect critic for his work in Oxford. George Formby's youngest brother Ted lives in Blackbird Leys, and he's more than happy to comment.
The difference between him and George is Andy's got a bigger repertoire as regards the ukulele. George didn't play it like Andy did. He could play it all right.
Andy originates from Blackburn in Lancashire, but his main base is now Bournemouth. That's where he'll go after finishing at Oxford next month.
Yeah, I'm going to try and make it professionally when I leave college in June.
It may come as no surprise that he's performed in public and on television quite a few times in his short life. But until now, there was one thing he hadn't done. Take it away, Andy.
I'm taking my degree on the ukulele, now I ain't got the blues. My world's at my feet, my life's complete, I've been on Central News.
Yes, you have, and we're impressed.
Hey, we should replace our music, I think. We'll have that every night.
Fantastic. Can you believe that? That was George Formby's brother saying that he wasn't indeed the greatest ukulele player in the world.
No, because he had a rival to George Formby, you know.
Did he?
Two-ton Tessie O'Shea. You've probably never heard of her, have you?
Know.
Oh, I know these things. They'll all be saying, oh, I remember her in the good old days. Anyway, until tomorrow, we'll say good night.
Bye-bye.
Now think of the ukulele and what brings to mind. Smoky music halls, George Formby perhaps, certainly not a degree course at Oxford University. But the traditions of organ and violin playing have been passed over by one music student who instead has just completed his exams performing on the ukulele. Charlie Figgis reports.
I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh, me.
From the music halls to the halls of residence, a sound that's rocking the foundations of one of England's most traditional universities. Andy Eastwood has just won the right to perform a medley of ukulele and banjolele numbers as part of his degree.
The recital exam is usually classical music, and obviously with an orchestral instrument or a singer. So it was both the instrument and the repertoire were unusual. It's sort of a first time, really.
The 21-year-old was inspired by one of the UK's most successful entertainers, George Formby, who made the uke so familiar in Britain. George's brother Ted believes Andy could follow in his footsteps.
Since George has passed over, Andy is, in my opinion, the next one coming up. So I think that this boy, if there's any managers or agents looking in, they ought to snap him up.
We'll have to wait for that, but meanwhile Oxford has played its part in taking the uke seriously, something George would certainly have been pleased about.
Turned out nice again, hasn't it?
And apparently George Formby played the banjolele as well. Not a lot of people know that.